Right, in this lesson we're going to be stealing some angles. So there's a few different ways to do this. What you should be doing as a creative strategist, ad operator, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, what you should be doing constantly, and I mean like anytime that you have a spare minute, is be on Ad Library. You don't need any of these spyware tools like GetHooked or I can't remember the other one, like PP ads or whatever they are. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, some of them are good, but you do not need them. I'm on Ad Library just constantly, and it's because I'm just looking for ads. I'm looking for brands that are scaling, and it's very simple to use. All you need to do is come to Meta Ad Library. You search for which country, you put all ads, and then you type in keywords. It's literally that simple. So what I've done here is I said eye serum peptides, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to look for, typically what you would do is you would try and find one brand, right? So let me, for this one, right? I've got a feeling these look a bit dropshippery, so they might be running a shit ton of ads. Now, or they may not. Let's see, 150, decent, right. So you know that these guys are scaling, they know what they're doing. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to go and look at the product. And I'm going to show you how we can actually, right, perfect, that's some sort of eye. It's a serum infused, what is that, like a pad? So we know that this, and they're running a little listicle, look at that, lovely. That's not real. And neither is that. But yeah, so this is something very similar. It's the same ICP, it's not exactly the same product, but it means that we can steal some of these guys' ads. So that's one way. We just typed in, literally just typed in eye serum peptides, right? The other way to do it is we come to our competitors. Now, this was one of the competitors, City Beauty. Now, to get City Beauty, I wasn't actually able just to type them in. I had to go onto their Facebook page. I went onto their website, then their Facebook page, then found their ad library. Now, these guys have got 270 ads running, so they've got a ton of stuff that we can probably steal as well. So what we're going to be doing is looking for angles and concepts that these guys are running. So let's look at these guys first, actually. City Beauty. Wet hands that betray you. What's this?
Ladies, I've discovered a secret.
So we want to try and find the product. Uplifting Firming Serum. This is going to be the one, right? Let's see this.
Okay.
I don't like that. Where are we going to... This product is magic. So these are the type of concepts. So these are just running just basic videos with like some B-roll, and they're literally just put captions over it. So that could be a concept. Not really a fan of them. I want something a little bit more direct. Right, 6 minutes. This should have some
I'm
stuff
about
in
to
here.
spill my secret that's given all of my clients the lips of their dreams. Seriously, I'm talking about plumper, smoother, fuller lips with less lines in seconds.
Right, so what we could be doing here, right, remember at this point we're not just looking for angles, we're looking for concepts. So what is this concept? It looks like some sort of UGC creator stroke actor, right?
And it works even if you've had thin lips your whole life. As a professional makeup artist, I've tried it all.
Right,
Because
so it's
I've
coming
seen
from
firsthand.
a professional makeup artist, that's coming from a person of authority, and this has definitely been a scripted VSL. There's no way on earth she's just spitting off
How
all
full
of this.
lips can transform a face. Seriously, you can go from looking 55 to 45 just like that. Because when you have more volume in your lips, you have less of those vertical lines that immediately give away your age.
Right, so perfect. This is like a kind of more branded style VSL, right? So this is a type of concept that we could steal, right? Maybe not the angle because it's a different product, right? But let's go back over to this one, because this one is very similar in nature to our one. So we can probably be able to steal more of this. So what I would probably end up doing is I would go down to their longest running ads. It's a lash serum. We don't want lash serums. We do not want lash serums. Is this? Oh no, wrong one. Right, it was these guys. Right, so what I want to do is kind of go down to their longest running ads, because these are the ones that are absolutely printing cash for them. So 23rd of September, whoa. Right, let's look at this.
This is literally the painless version of microneedling you can do at home. I can't tell you how many different eye creams I've bought over the...
Right, so right away we've got a split screen with some sort of doctor. That looks like it's ripped from TikTok or something. But we've got a split screen of a UGC creator using the product, and then we've got a person of authority. So right away there's a concept that we could steal here, which could be, now let's get even deeper in this. We could, if you don't have a doctor, right, which a lot of brands don't, or some sort of brand ambassador to actually do this with, we can make an AI one with HeyGen, which I'm going to go over later. But this is a concept that we could use. Split screen, we could have it's a 45-second one, so we could have like a 1 minute short VSL of the concept could be someone of authority speaking, or the creator speaking, I would have the person of authority speaking, some sort of doctor, and then it's overlaid split screen with this person
over the
here.
years.
Now,
Some smelled
let's
fancy.
actually
This is
look.
literally the painless version of microneedling. You can
Right, so there's the angle, right? We've stolen an angle. It's the painless version of micro needling, right? And again, we're kind of going off the us versus other things, us versus Botox. There's obviously a ton of different like procedures that people will do, but this is a good angle. Painless version of micro needling. Let's see if we can find any other ones.
As a board-certified dermatologist, I've seen countless patients frustrated with under-eye bags. Some of the earliest clinical research on dissolving microneedle patches came out of Korea, showing visible improvements. That's why dermatologists trust this technology. It's not hype, it's science-backed. Most people...
Right, that's not bad. I like that. I want something with a different angle.
Korean skincare has always been years ahead.
There we go. There's the angle. So we've got Korean skincare is always ahead. And then we pull it into, it's come from Korea, right? So that is how we go about stealing angles from other brands. Now, the reason that I'm saying that you need to be on Ad Library every waking second of the day is because you're sometimes going to see ads, or even when you're scrolling on your phone, you could be scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, and you see an ad. I always find myself putting myself in crazy funnels for things that I'm just like not interested in. Like, I was literally in a funnel that, like, I was just getting menopausal supplements on my feed constantly, right? And it was because I was clicking on all of these ads. But what you'll end up finding is you will find a concept from another type of completely different industry, and you're like, right, oh, I could actually tie that to the brand that I'm working with. And it's about constantly being on the trigger and always being kind of dialed into and just being aware of what you're watching, because you're going to find little things. It could be something as little as a TikTok that you saw going viral and you're like, oh, I could use that concept in my ads. We need to really start thinking about, as creative people, and remember, like, creativity, people think of it as like this art. It's not really, it's just more about being aware of your surroundings and being able to steal. That's where a lot of it comes from. But this is how we've managed to steal 2 really good angles, and we've also managed to steal a few like concepts. We've got like this one, which was like the split screen with the doctor. We've got like overlays here of a UGC creator, or this guy here who's like some sort of doctor. Let's see if there's anything else before we click off this one.
I'm going to put the before right here so you can see. That is freaking crazy.
Okay.
So that's more like a UGC style one, only 48 seconds. That's pretty crazy. But these guys are scaling really hard off this stuff. But yeah, that's how you use Ad Library to steal ideas and concepts. Like I said, you don't need any spyware tools. You literally just need to be dialed into Ad Library, and you just use keywords, or you find your competitors and you find their ad library. You go through their longest running ads, and then you steal their ad creatives. So that is it for stealing ad creatives, and I will see you guys in the next lesson.